Howdy folks, welcome to episode 48. Today we're going to see if we can load this up and take it back down the hill. And I think before we do that, I wanted to try something here, and that is this, maybe see if we can get around that. So we're going to teleport over this way and see if maybe we can, because I think this is about the same level. So I'm thinking what we can do is we can try to merge these two pieces of track. So let's just try laying a level bridge and we'll see what happens as far as like if we just stay level. Let's go to 1. Okay, so if we start a bridge here, will we be able to go across there? That's the question, right? Why does it seem like it doesn't even want to go there? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go around this way and let's see what kind of slope it needs in order to meet over here. I don't know if that bridge will even go this far. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we need to go. Oh man, we would need to go 5.5%. See, if we go like this, then it should curve around and give us more room. That's still 5. It's a 5% grade. That's pretty bad. So yeah, it's not going to let me put it here anyway. No, I don't think that's going to be a doable solution. Because what I was thinking is this corner is really our catching point. Although, I mean, it does make it kind of fun. You know? in a very, very not fun, treacherous, but fun way, you know? I don't know if maybe we can even make this corner wider. I think we tried to, and that's where we ended up with. See, you end up with this stuff. So yeah, let me try. We're gonna go like. I don't think we need the super duper deep stuff, but let's see if we can get this to go. Oh, I'm at -5. That's why. Whoops. Is it gonna... There we go. Okay. So we're gonna go like this. I want to see how close to... This is not gonna let me go any further. There we go. I want to see how close to this corner we can get. Maybe we can get this to come out farther. To this. Yeah, see, like this. And what is that incline? -1? We can go farther than that. Because if we can do... I mean, even if we move the hill to where the straightaway is, it might be better. But I want to see if we can get this to go... Is this wrapped around or something? Oh, it's backwards. It's doing that thing. Okay. Where it insists on trying to start out this way. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to go... like this. We're going to use the number 2 here. See if we can get this to happen. Is it still going to do it? Yeah. It really doesn't want to... It doesn't want to let me start the other direction, does it? Go like this. There we go. See, now it's okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is when you have... your angle, your alignment angle when you start out, if it's the wrong direction. That was something I was trying to show in the video that I did. Okay, so how far out can we come and not hit? How far out can we go and still not hit that thing, right? So if we come out like this, does that let us... See, that lets us stay off. I don't think that really helps though, because look, it's like actually sharper, isn't it? Right here. I think it's actually a sharper corner. Let's go like this, and let's see if we can get this to come up here, wherever it is. It looks like right there. That's got to be it. It's not showing the actual link, but you know that's where it is. Because it's trying not to, right? It's trying not to go anywhere else. Yeah, there we go. So what happens there, if we go like this and we take the outside, that's this one. That's this taller one here. I think that's part of our problem is we were dipping down. We were dipping down when we didn't need to. Because that goes lower and then goes back higher again. Let's try something here. We're gonna go like this, and we're gonna lay this at a here. We're gonna lay this way, and we're gonna come across here. And let's go like this, and let's see what that looks like. See, this is actually higher. There's no reason to go down. So yeah, it looks like this one was problematic because of that. So I think we will try this other method here and see if we can get away with that. So we're going to try demolish rails. Unfortunately, we do have to demolish these rails to get that to happen. But we'll see if we can get away with this corner, because I think this corner is going to be a little bit better. Let's see what kind of... I just want to see what kind of angle, what kind of slope it's on. So if we start here, there we go. If we start on this one and we do a 0, see this one's actually climbing a little bit, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, this one's actually climbing a little bit. Okay. And then if we go like this, okay, well, we're going to see what happens when we get our train down here. Because that looks like it's cutting it kind of close, but we'll see. I don't know. This corner, either way you do it, it's going to be sharp, but we'll see what we can do. But it looks like at least doing it this way isn't going to help at all because it's way too steep. So, yeah, I was just trying to avoid that. So anyway, let's go back and we'll load up our train and see if we can get... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on each, and then we're going to load it in the save editor. So we're going to go like this, and I need to open up the cheats. Not the cheats. That's not what I needed. I need this. The open controls. Okay, and so yeah, they haven't changed it. I checked on the Discord and mentioned it so that whoever is working on this will know. So I'm sure it's because they genericized the control thing. But I did some testing with this, and basically the Moscas are the ones that don't participate in the syncing. So we've got that one just left by itself. Okay, so yeah, we're just using this one engine to do what we need to do. So we're going to move... Actually, we don't need to move forward yet, do we? We just need to put one on here. If it'll let me. There we go. There we go. All right. And then we're going to go like this. We're going to move it. Why is it going backwards? There we go. It's going backwards there. That was kind of weird. I believe I put some fuel in each of these too. Let me check. This one here. Yeah, I did put fuel in each of them. Okay. Is it still trying to go backwards? Is that what it is? Just go. No preparing, just go. Right. Alright. I mean, if we go slow enough, we don't lose all the frame rate too, so it's cool. But yeah, we'll get these loaded up, because remember I had 150, and I never replaced the one that... There was one that fell off the side or whatever, that kind of thing, and So, and I never replaced it. All right, we're gonna go like this. Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? There we go. I think we can find a better place to stand. Maybe like this. There we go. All right, so let's take our brakes off. Get this thing moving. We can probably, we don't need to put water in it or anything like that because we haven't used any. We barely started using this thing. Yeah, they do look like they need more water though, don't they? They didn't start out full, I guess, is what that is. But yeah, we'll load this up before we go around the corner too, because I want to have to pull it around with that, with them loaded up. Because I think last time, I don't think we actually had them loaded up when we went around the corner. So we'll do it this time. There we go. Get this moving. Much better. And then we can stop that one. Nice. And oh, I still need to do this and move to the next car. It probably helps, doesn't it? All right. So yeah, I did load them up. But yeah, what I did was I tested with the cook. I just took a cook and a Mosca and I put them together on the train. And what happens is when you try to link them, if you're using the Mosca and you're trying to link other things to the Mosca, then it will just ignore it. And did I turn the brakes off or something, or is it just it's rebounding? Okay. And then if you do, whoops, if you do it the other way, let me get this out of here. If you do it the other way and you link you use the cook, it shows that little linked. When you try to go to that one, it shows that it says that it's linked, but it actually isn't. So it doesn't respond to the other one's controls. So yeah, it's broken in both situations. So you can't use it as the main one or as the puppet or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that I did test it out thoroughly and made sure that it wasn't just something I was doing wrong or some weird thing like that. It's specific to these new engines, which makes sense because they added, when this came out, they finally decided let's not have to type in the name of each new engine every time they add a new one, and they decided to have it just generically detect locomotives. And so I'm sure there's something going on with that, and they probably had it detect that for the other part of the routine, but not for the part where you're connecting, where you're linking, synchronizing. That's the word. So yeah, the code where you synchronize these with other engines is not recognizing the Mosca as an engine. It's probably just recognizing it as a car or a tender or something like that. So, you know what I really love is if they would, here, let's do this first. If they would sync the whistles, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? So then you could be like, and if you had different, if you had different engines, it would do like a multi-tone. That would be pretty cool. Because then you could have different and different whatchamacallits. I forget what they call them. The chimes. They call them chimes. But there's a word for the ones that have multiple pitches that play a chord instead, right? Are any of them in the Bull and Pierce chords? No? Nobody even knows what that is. All right. We're almost there. I think we've got 9 of them now. Yeah, we've got 9 of them. Here. Bonus points to anybody who actually looks that up and learns what it is. That's cool. All right. Music dorks. Okay. Always got to find some way to incorporate my other special interests, right? This, yeah. It's really getting... I think there's a hill there or something. Because it's really acting like it doesn't want to stop now. Maybe it's because I'm letting it go faster. It's kind of like when you have kids that by the time you get to the youngest one, it's like, who cares? And you just let them do whatever they want kind of thing. Right. Okay. The first one, you're like freaked out about everything, and then by the time you have a bunch of them, you're like, who cares? They'll be fine. Just roll the child around. He'll be fine. Rub some dirt on it. Walk it off. All right. Whoops. There we go. And I think we only got 2 more cars? 3 more cars? 3 more cars. Excellent. Then we get to do the crazy down the hill thing. So we'll see how that's going to work out. I think I'm going to add in the code. I think while I'm... I'll probably do that. I'm probably going to stop recording and do the coding to add in the... I've been wanting to do that. I'm going to add in the code that shows the... I keep wanting to say pitch. The grade. I'm going to add in code that shows the grade for track segments. It's going to show the most extreme, the absolute value, you know, the most extreme pitch on whichever one. And we're going to do that so that I can look at my map. I can just look at it offline. I can put it on a second window or something if I want to, right? Go like this. Last car. But yeah, we're going to do that, and then I'll put up a copy of the map for you to see after this break too. And then, so this will probably be not uploaded. This will probably be recorded in multiple sessions. So that's going to be the end of this session, and I will see you back in a second, but I should have the other thing done and this loaded up when we come back. All right, we are back, and so check this out. We got everything loaded up. It's all loaded up here, and I'm going to put some fuel in these and let them, yeah, we're going to put some fuel in these and let them sit for a second while I show you the map, but the new mapping thing. Let me see. I still need some more work on the, here, we're going to do one more. I still need some more work on the mapping thing, but I'll show you in a second here. And we're going to pick up logs here if we can. And one more. There. Do I have another log? Nope. Okay. All right, so we're going to send these down the line, but I want to show you the mapping. Here we go. So yeah, we've got, as you can see here, I need to do some fixes on here because, like, if you look down here at the refinery, if you look at this segment here, I need to make it so it finds the center of the segment too, instead of the end. But if you look at this one here, it says 4.19, and then this one says 0.71, 0.75. It's not doing it quite right. I'm not sure what it's doing horribly wrong, but it's doing it's doing something because these are not 4% grades. But yeah, so we've got, anyway, it's color coded per the grade. Let's go like this. We'll just do that to zoom it back out. But yeah, it shows you. See, this one is accurate though. Up here by the smelter. Let's go by the smelter. River smelter delta. All right, and see, like this one here, it says 20. Okay, but this one here, it says, yeah, see, 9.42. 9.45. Those seem fairly accurate. That's the steepest on that. I don't think there's a 20 anywhere on here. But yeah, so I'm going to have to figure those out. But it's kind of cool. So anyway, that's that thing. Close that out. Whoops. What did it just do? There we go. Did it lose my... Yeah, it did. I think it lost my ability to do the map. Huh. Because apparently it is now doing... Yeah, it's not showing the map anymore. Alright, and it's not even letting me tab out of this. Alright, let me see if I can fix that. And I'll be right back, because this is going to be annoying. Alright, here we go. I think I got it fixed. So, we can go like this. We can do this. There we go. Alright, and then... You know, the other thing I should do is I should make it so that when you look at the track segment, it does this thing where it color codes which type of track it is. That would be cool. So then you can tell which segment is which. But yeah, I definitely need to fix the math for the determining the whatchamacallit. I just have to walk through it and make sure I got it. But we'll go like this. And we're going to do... Whoops. We're going to do this. And we're going to see if we can pull both of these up. Open controls. All right, and then I think what we'll do is on this one, whoops, this one we're going to open controls, and we're going to keep this one way over to the side. There we go. We just need the regulator and the brake. We don't need anything else. And then this we can hide way up in the corner somewhere, right? Can we follow? We have it follow? Where is that? Yeah, let's do this. Follow. Okay, so we're going to take the brakes off of this one. And I think, yeah, we're going to use the... Here, let's make this a little bit taller so we can see that. And so we can see our speed. And then I think we're going to use this one to push things along. So... We'll see if we can get down the hill with our new piece of track. And then I think what we're going to do after this is we're going to try to make a go over the pass type of thing again. I think we're going to try that again with the new splines and see how it works. All right, what is our speed? 4. Okay, let's see what kind of reg we need to keep this moving at an even speed. I think 4 is a good speed for going around this circle, right? And then when this gets around a little bit, then what we're going to do is when the last car gets past that, we're going to flip this switch just so we're not flipping it manually. We have somebody there working the switch, right? And almost there. All right, so that's off the switch. We should be able to do this. And we're staying at, yeah, see, we're going to go a little bit faster. Let's go 20. And we're going to do this. The frame rate. It's so bad. We're still only moving at 4. Somebody heard me recording and is bouncing on the door wanting in. Too late this time. Whoa, what is that? Why? Why? Was that just random, like, was that superficial, you know, type of thing, or was it actually going off of the thing? Okay, I think what we should do is, this is the front one, right? Tier is the front one. Okay, we need to swap these. We need to swap these. So we're going to use, yeah, we're going to use tier on the front to do our push here. But yeah, that was really kind of scary. I don't know what that was. It was just flopping right off. That sounded dirty. Alright. See if we can make it around this corner, because we've got, I think it's cool that it does the friction thing on the corners. That is cool. But it's just different. I became accustomed to just allowing it to coast on its own around all the corners and not have to worry about it, because that way you don't have to worry about going too fast or whatever. But yeah, it seems like this one's kind of trying to do that too. I don't know if these are pushing on it or what, because this is hitting the resistance of the corner and those aren't. Those are having less resistance, so they're catching up with their momentum and pushing back on it, or what. But we're going to go like this. And then the bigger thing is going to be the brakes, because this does not have the best brakes. And so trying to manage the brakes down this hill is going to be an interesting thing indeed. Right? And if I remember correctly, the other thing is all going to be downhill too. And that's why I had the map and then I closed it. So, whoops. All right, we're almost done coming through town. We can turn off the bell in a little bit. But yeah, we need to bring up more beams and stuff in order to... beams and rails in order to restock this, because it's empty now. Not that we actually need coal for anything, but yeah, you know what I mean. Because we're playing, right? We're pretending. Okay. We're role-playing, right? So we should be able to get this thing moving. And we'll see if we can bring this down the down the valley, and how far down the valley we can get before it horribly crashes. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking it would be fun to do one where it's a steeper, and I'll have to see what we can pull with like a climax or two. But make like a station on the top. I think that might be kind of fun to make like a station on the top of the hill where you pull up with the climbing thing, and then you coast them down the other side, or whatever it is, you know, something like that. But I think that would be fun. What was our speed? 5.8. Okay, so from here on out, what we're doing is speed management. So we need to get in the front view here so we can see what we're doing. And we're going to keep it below... I think we're going to try to stay at 15. That's going to be our goal. So we're going to try to manage it at 15, because we were coming off the tracks way too many times last time. So we're going to put one brake on and see. One brake is sufficient. The other thing I'm going to need to do here is I'm going to need to do this sort of thing so that we can start putting brakes on the other ones. And Mushy 3 is the second one, because this is our... This one over here is this one, is the front. So we are going to want to manage our brakes wisely. Let's let some brakes off here. 8.1, 4. Let's see what'll get us to 15. Is this our circle? Our turn that we were concerned about? No, this isn't the one. This is before the bridge. Okay. This is just the bridge. Alright, let's see how our... Is one of those missing the side? Or is that just shadow? Okay, that's starting to get fast. Let's see what we get at 100% brakes. See what happens if we do both of them. Okay, so... Alright, let's see if we do one of them. It looks like it was going to top out at 13 or so. I like how we're managing the brakes instead of the throttles, right? See, it would be nice as if we had the grade signs up here so that we knew what was coming up and how fast to be prepared to go and all that stuff. Because if you're right before a big grade, you don't want to be going really fast when you hit the big grade. Right? Because then you build up too much momentum too quickly to be able to slow down. All right. We're going to come down to 50%. This is that big corner, so we do probably want to stay at around this speed. Yeah, because we're going to take this left, and then there's going to be that big right. Whoa! Is it just pretending? I think it's just pretending. I think it's just popcorning. All right. And that one is this one. See, because that's not even braking. This should be pulling tension on that. So there's no reason for that to be even coming off like that. All right. 7.4. I think we're fine at 7.4. Let's go like this. I want to be able to see around this corner if we can. Because we're probably going to want to pull the brakes off as soon as we start getting around that and let this roll, or at least reduce the brakes and let this roll around the corner by itself. But this is our first time around this corner. This is the new one that we laid. So we'll see how well it does on this. 7.6. Go like this. What is it doing? Is it seriously just going to roll its way off? All right, we're going to brake with this one. And we're going to brake with that. We're going to start braking with all of these. We're going to let it get a ways up here. I'm not sure if that one's even there. If it actually, yeah, I guess it did that. Okay. Yeah, don't go flying off. Don't go flying off. All right. We're going to see if we can put this back on. I'm kind of wanting to let this go around the corner completely first instead of having it stop like that. Let's take the brakes off this one. We're going to let it roll and then re-rail it once we get around this corner, because I don't want to try to pull it. Well, we're not going to have to pull it, are we? I guess that answers that question, right? Because the back is going to push it. So we'll go like this. Looks like that's sufficient. Okay, so let's jump out of here. We're going to go... is that this one? Yeah, that's this one. Okay. We're going to come forward a little bit. I'm not sure what's up with that one. It's like that... You know, this is the thing that was happening before too in the older versions, was these, a certain hopper would just get bouncy and have problems the whole time until you re-rolled it or whatever. It would just, it wouldn't be quite right on the, there we go. It just wouldn't be quite right on the rails for whatever reason. Okay, so we're gonna back this one in there. We're going to use the reverser, and we're going to break this, bring this backwards. See, even the wheels are just being stupid right now. This is probably going to come back off, isn't it? Let's try going forward, see what happens here. It's just being absurd. Okay, let's go around the corner. Whoa. Wow. What was that? Okay, that was weird. I don't know what that was. Okay, apparently I'm under the ground. I'm an ant now. Alright. Let's go like this. We're going to... Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this. Here, we'll go V. We're going to take the brakes off. Yeah, it's decided that the center of the car is here. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to reload this because this is messed up. So I'm going to reload it and we'll see if that fixes the car as well. So I'm going to do save and reload, and I will be back in just a second once again. All right, we're back once again. And it's broken. That one over there is broken. If I go back into it, it does the same thing where it sits like down here, but it won't go anywhere. It won't lift up. So it's stuck at like a zero distance or whatever, or at the height or whatever. So what we're going to do is I set that up, and we're going to let go of the brakes here. And we're going to go like this. That's interesting that it's that engine was just enough to let it go. That works for me. And then we're gonna pull this up to the other one. That's cool that that's enough brakes to make it happen. So I think what I need to do for the, by the way, while we're waiting here, actually I'll wait till we get this because we're almost there. But yeah, I've got an idea for what I need to do to fix my save editor thingy. I'd love it if the map here would show the. Apparently, it's the. Huh. It must be the. Here. Can we get it to go? When am I ordering at McDonald's? Can we get it to go? All right. Can we get that to go? No, it's for here. There it was, right there. Coupler. Right mouse button. It's not letting me add the link. Okay, this is really annoying. This is getting to be stupid. So this one won't let me couple. Again, that's never mind. See, I'm right clicking. It's doing that side. Okay. There it is. All right. I had to just keep clicking. Okay, so anyway. Clicking, clicking, clicking. Keep on clicking. All right. Keep on clicking. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. And we're going to do flying mode. And then we're going to do... No, it isn't. Okay. It's not on follow, or it's not. It's already on follow. Okay, and then we're going to load up this one. That's the front. The front's going to be on our left. And then the one next to it. Open controls. It's going to be over here. So we'll let this display the speeds and stuff like that. There we go. That's a little bit better. And we can hide the compressor and stuff. There we go. Okay. So we want to take these brakes off. And we're going to do this too. We're going to come up here. Just so we can see a little bit better. Not too far. But just to get a little bit of better view here. There we go. All right. Now we can see the train, right? Okay, so we're going to take the brakes off of this one. It should start rolling. And this is going to be downhill. This is barely downhill. I'm looking at the map. And yeah, it's just a little bit downhill. So we're going to use the front one to brake this time. Once we actually get moving, that is. But yeah, we'll use the front one to brake. Oh, you know what? We've got these. We've got the brakes on these. And there we go. That's why we weren't moving. I'm like, there's more of a slope than that. There's more of a grade than that, right? Okay. Current speed 7, 8. We're going to try to maintain. See, even at like, what was that, 12 or something, or 8 or whatever it was, and that stupid thing just flew off. .6. We're going to try to maintain a reasonable speed here. Okay. Yeah, we've got this corner. 9.6. Sure, that seems reasonable. I think I've given up on the idea of trying to stick to a specific number. We're just going to go by feel this time. Again. And if there's sharp corners coming up, we'll try to slow down more for those versus the, you know, versus the straights and that kind of stuff too. So we'll see. See what we can make happen here. There we go. This is going to get a little bit steeper. I think once we go around this, yeah, it's going to get a little bit steeper on the right-hand corner, the right-hand turn coming up. This one here is a little bit steeper. Let's take some brakes off here. See if we can let it go up to 12. I'm kind of tempted to put brakes on the very end car, but then I don't know. I think those are heavy enough that it shouldn't actually keep it from, you know, it shouldn't actually be able to string line or anything like that, but I'm not sure. $9.1. Well, it's staying even. So we're going to go like this. Go up a little bit higher. We're going to get a bird's eye view of this corner, just for the fun of it. That's where it's going to go flying off, right? It doesn't seem like it's speeding up too much. And yeah, now it is. See? Told you it gets sharper there. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of brake here. Because it's going to go around this straight and then another corner. So it looks like that's a good amount. Down a little bit. There we go. 10.3, 10.4. Yeah, it looks like it's looks like it's evened out on the speed there. It's cool. Is that making you dizzy yet? All right. You know that effect when you're in a boat and the waves are going past you, and so in your peripheral vision, and it makes you feel like you're moving, but then when you look at the shore, all of a sudden you're not moving? It's kind of like that. All right. What's our speed? Okay, 12.2. Yeah, it's going to speed up here because these are going to hit this bigger slope. We're going to go 50% and see what that does. Because we've got a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more there. Okay. And then we've got a red coming up after this segment. Whoops. Yeah, this dip coming up here is red. So we got to watch that. It's not when the engines hit it, it's when these hit it. So when the engines get to about here is where we're going to start speeding up again. So we're going to need to watch it there. And it's actually dropping speed now. Let's see what happens here. Now it should start speeding up again as those hit that red. So yeah, what I think I need to do is with the segment, what I'm doing is to determine the grade for each segment is I'm actually dividing the spline into 100 chunks and then taking the largest of those, because if you just take the straight diagonal, like the start point and the end point, and those are the only two things you consider, then it may or may not be accurate, because what happens is, you know, it's shaped like an S. You know, your hill, if you do that, if your top is flat and your bottom is flat, and it's overall a 10% grade, you're actually going to have a flat part at the top and a flat part at the bottom. And so here we go. We're getting steep here. But yeah, you're going to have a flat part at the top and a flat part at the bottom. And so the middle part is going to have to be steeper than, say, 10%, for example, in order to make it up that much hill in that much less space, if that makes sense. So, yeah. So if you actually do, if you only consider the very end points, the start and the end, here, let's go down a little bit. We'll sit behind the train for a little bit here. So that's the thing. If you only consider the very end points, we're going to come back a little bit. There. I just want to come back toward the end of the train there a little bit. There we go. But yeah, that's the thing, is if you only consider the end, then you're going to have some splines that are not exactly accurate. Okay, it's starting to speed up again. That's our next, yeah, that is our next red segment. Okay, and of course it's going to do that here. Now that I got it where I wanted it, right? Now that I got it set up right where I wanted it, that's when it's going to do that. So anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to use the less accurate method. And if you have one that's a ridiculous straight, or maybe take the two endpoints and then also take the middle. Because if I take the middle, that's probably the most accurate. That's probably what I'll do. Is go from like 45 to 55% on the spline. Should be the steepest part. Regardless, or, you know, basically, yeah, that should be the steepest part, I think. But anyway, I guess unless your very beginning starts going straight down and then the end is flat, then your beginning would be, yeah, see, I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? Okay, let's go back out this way. We're going to come view this. It's because we're turning with the train. We're going to go like this. There, 10.8. We can start dropping a little bit of brakes here. So we're going around this corner. This corner is green. I don't remember what number green is. I don't think it will show. And that number is not going to be accurate anyway. But yeah. I think I started on, yeah, it was green as the lowest, and then yellow, and then red, and then blue is how I have it set up right now. Okay, we're starting to hit the flats here. So we're going to take off all the brakes and see what it does. See what kind of speed we get here. While we're doing that, we're going to take up our slack here. There we go. Okay, we're coasting at 9.5. What is our fuel amount? 13. We're down to 13 already? That's terrible. All right. I think we're coasting right now, so we're going to go back down there. And we're going to go on the map. Where's my player? Cheats. We're going to turn off the flying so we can get back up here on the trains and throw in some fuel here. There we go. All right, let's see what our, I think our speed is, no it isn't, okay. All right, let's get the fuel in while we can. There we go. And we're going to come back here, and then we're going to check our speed again. Make sure we're not, okay, we're not speeding up. All right. Because there's another hill coming up here. All right. Let's go like this. And we're going to see what we've got as far as speed. I think there's a little bit of an uphill here, and then we go back to level ground. There we go. There's our other engine that fell off. Should we put that one back on so we can take the 3 Musketeers, right? I mean, it is facing the right direction. It's just the problem is then I have to control 3 of them, you know? But I think we will do that because if we need the 3rd one, then we can, yeah, let's do that. If we need the 3rd one, we can engage it. So we're going to go like this, re-rail, this one. All right, and we're going to put this one up, and we're going to put some fuel in it too. Because we do need to bring it back anyway, right? All right, and let's get a little bit more fuel too. As long as we're stopped, we're going to refuel everybody. 97, sure. And this one. There we go. And then, all right. So this one's just going to sit here unless or until we need it. So we'll go like this. Reverser. And let's see if we can get on the pin. There we go. There's our coupler. There. Okay. So we're going to leave that one disconnected for now. We're going to jump in this one. We're actually going to sit inside this one though, because we can. All right. And then we can go. So let's go like this. And our brake is 100% on both of these. Okay. So we're going to take these brakes off. We're going to go regulator. There we go. Let's get both of these moving. Because see, we're going to be going downhill with this thing, so we will definitely need the brakes, I think. Follow. There we go. We'll see if that'll do it. I like the sound. Because I don't remember the engine sounding like that before. The chugging sounds really cool. If this is where everything derailed, I'm not sure why it did. Were we just going too fast or what? Hopefully we can keep it from derailing again, right? Seems like it's hitting resistance here. I'm not sure why is it resisting. Oh, it's because we're starting on the hill, that's why. Yep. This is where the hill starts. Okay. So we're going to do this. So we should be going uphill pretty much the rest of the way up this valley. It's either going to be uphill or level. So we'll try to keep the speed at 12. Because if we keep the speed at 12, that should give us enough buffer that if we start to go over, it's still speeding up. It's going to do that again. Oh, man. Okay. We're going to coast on this. Yeah, okay. We do need regulator on this. Is it it's gonna derail again, isn't it? Is it derailing or what happened? What is it doing? If I take off all the regulators, it's not doing anything. It's just sitting here. Did it come off the track? Is there track that's going under the ground here? I'm guessing that there's track that's going under the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to go reverse and reverse, and we're going to try to push this backwards, maybe. I think there's some track that we need to fix here. It looks like we're bouncing off the... Yeah, it looks like this is going underneath and hitting some rocks or something like that. So we're going to have to make this a little bit higher up. We're going to have to make it a little bit more elevated. Okay, we're going to have to open up the controls for this one and turn on the regulator. Negative. See if we can get these to push back. We're going to be going uphill. Yeah, we're going to be going uphill if we do that. See, this seems like it's what's resisting here. I don't understand why. All right, let's go like this again. We're going to try reverse, reverse, reverse. Get them all moving, right? Get them all moving at the same time. Because we've got space here, so we can make this swing out wider. We don't have to be right next to the river. We can make it come out wider. We just need to get these out of the way so that we can past wherever the joint is in the track, so that we can replace the track. Maybe that's where the other ones hit resistance and they started wobbling, because that was right around the corner from this that we derailed, wasn't it? Right? That's probably where the trouble started. If it's going to let me. See, this is where in my editor I wanted to be able to do... do I have brakes on or something? Nope. Okay. But yeah, this is where in the editor I wanted to be able to do the... whatchamacallit? To change the Z level and stuff on the tracks. Okay, here it goes. Take one of them off. Take two of them off. I don't want to get stuck again, so I'm kind of worried about doing too much here. And now we're going to be going downhill too, so we do need to be careful. Right? But I think we can get around this corner right up here. I think there's a joint somewhere up here. So if we get up to here, we should be able to brake. And then replace the track. Brake and brake. Okay. And you know, speaking of brake, I think this is about a good place to end this episode. So that's going to be it for episode 47. I lost track of whether we're on 47 or 48. But what we're going to do is we're going to go... Yeah, we're going to fix this. It's got to be right there. That's what it is. Yeah, it's just a little bit too low. Okay, so we're going to replace this. That's going to be it for this one. Join me next time. We'll replace this. And oh, yeah, that's... How did we get past that before? Did they change the map or something? Anyway, we'll see you next time. Later.